What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. I think this is my second sit down video in a row, so let me know if you guys like these or if you guys want to see more vlogs. Obviously those videos aren't going to stop. It's just like what I can do at the moment because you know California's kind of on lockdown. I'm not out and about like I usually am, so once that's lifted, hopefully those will be back to normal. But today we have a little interesting video, just some prior knowledge I'm going to drop on you guys, just on some experiences I've had during reselling. So this is going to be just don't make the same mistakes I did, pretty much. Yeah, so I'm just going to make this video for maybe that new person out there that wants to try to give reselling a shot. Please don't make these same mistakes I did. They'll help you a lot, trust me, if you don't make these same mistakes. Number one on my list here, I have go with your gut. So basically what I mean by that is if you feel like something's off or you don't trust something, just learn to trust your gut. If I listen to my gut, trust me, I would have a lot more money than I do right now. But then you start to overthink things and you don't go with it. So just go with your first instinct, go with your gut instinct. Most of the time it is right, so just go with it. Next I have on my list is learn not to trust people. As cold as that might sound, it's the sad truth when it comes to reselling. A lot of people will have it out for you and a lot of people just want to do you dirty. I've had it happen more than once. It sucks because you do want to trust people. Like genuinely, I want to trust someone, but unfortunately in the space I'm in, you really cannot trust many people because they're gonna try to sell you some fakes. They're gonna try to do some bogus stuff on you. You know, they never have your best interest in mind. Just keep that in mind, you know? Someone always wants to use you some way or another. It's never because, you know what I mean? Hopefully that comes out the right way and not a bad way. So next thing I have here, I wish I listened to this. Always double and triple check your shoes. When I first started, what was it? Like when I first started taking it seriously, I wish I double and triple checked my shoes the first time because they were authentic, but I didn't take the time to double and triple check them. So when someone got them, they said they were fake when I thought they were real, and they were real, but they just tried to finesse me. So I would ship them the shoe, they said it was fake, and they got me to send the money back for the refund before I got the shoes back, which was my mistake, and I never got those shoes back. So I was out the shoes and however much they paid for it. I think it was like $2 something. It was a pair of Yeezy Earths when they first came out, so it was like $270 something. That was super annoying when I first started because $300 was a lot for me back then. Obviously I kept at it and I am where I am now. Always double and triple check your shoes, guys. Also along that lines, I did get this pair not too long ago. This is probably my biggest L to date. Some of you guys might have seen the video. Whip these bad boys out. The Jordan 1 Chicago's, the DS pair that I paid $1,310 for. Basically, if you guys don't already follow me on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, you know that the guy in the video ended up finessing me for these. Just never got my money back for them. They ended up being fake. Keep in mind, these are probably some of the best fakes I've ever seen in my life. I honestly could not find anything off with them. Every time I checked them on CheckCheck, if you guys don't already have CheckCheck, it's basically an app where you can use to legit check your shoes. So I checked them multiple times on there and they always said that something with the size tag was wrong, but I never found anything to be wrong with them. So just to be on the safe side, I sold them on Goat and they ended up coming back on there as well. So that pretty much entails that they're fake. I even took them to a sneaker shop and they took quite a while to determine the authenticity of them. The only reason they knew is because the CheckCheck, so that's tough. But I wish I just went with my gut instinct because when I first had them in hand, I was a little sussed out just because of the way they smelled, but everything else looked good about them. So I just said, hey, you know, why not? Now, looking back on that moment, I really wish I did not go through with it. But since I didn't get my money back, I think I'm probably within the next month or so, I'm probably just gonna rock them, honestly. They are way too real looking to not be. I don't care. I paid $1,310 out of them. The most they're gonna do is sit on that shelf. I'm not gonna sell them to anybody. Probably just gonna rock them. And if someone asks me if they're fake, I'm just gonna tell them straight up, yeah, I paid $1,300 for them. So they got a solid story behind them, and that's what I think shoes are about, just having a story behind them. And that one definitely does. So yeah, that was a big mistake that I made. $1,300 mistake. So what did I learn from that? I learned that what's it called? Go with your gut instinct. Never trust anybody. And what was that other one? Always triple and double check your shoes. So yeah, if I followed those 3 steps right there, I would have been saved. But I didn't. Now I know, but I didn't back then. It's just tough. It sucks. It definitely sucks, but it's whatever. So next thing I have here kind of goes with the story I told you about the Yeezy Earths that I had. It's never ship first. So when you're first starting, people are gonna try to say, yo, I don't trust you. Can you ship the shoes first and then I'll pay you? Sure, that's fine if it's a trusted seller, not just a regular average person. If it's like a trusted reseller like myself or a few others in the community, definitely don't hesitate. We'll pay you as soon as we get the shoes in hand and make sure they're legit. But if a regular person asks you this, they are 100% going to finesse you. They're just gonna try to take advantage of you because they think you don't know any better, and sometimes you don't. So I'm here to tell you, don't do that. They are going to get your shoes, they're gonna rock them, they're gonna enjoy them, and you're gonna be out of the shoes. So definitely please take my advice and never ship your shoes first to a random person. Yeah, I would just say when you're first starting, I would recommend just using PayPal. Most people won't trust you with Zelle or Cash App or any of that stuff. Or really, if you want to take it there, post your shoes up on eBay and send the person the link to the eBay, just in case anybody goes wrong. eBay has your back in both situations. Next thing I learned is keep track of all your expenses. So back in January is when I first started taking it serious. I only kept track of how much I bought or how much I sold it for. I don't know why. Looking back on it, that was pretty dumb of me. But yeah, I didn't keep track of any of my expenses, like my shipping costs. Maybe something went wrong and I had to get the shoe back. I wouldn't take an account for that. Shipping tape, boxes, I wouldn't take an account for any of that stuff. I pretty much wouldn't just track my expenses, which is a very irresponsible thing for me to do. So I would definitely recommend the day you sell your first shoe, open up a Google spreadsheet and just start one. It's not hard at all. Literally look it up on YouTube. They'll teach you like all the formulas and stuff you'd put in. It's not that hard. You'll learn like maybe 10-15 minutes. So yeah, I would definitely learn how to make a Google spreadsheet. Keep your receipts so when it comes time for tax season, if you do make that much money. Next one I have here, I still do this to this day, is don't be afraid to say no. Some people, they'll, how do I say this? Just don't be afraid to say no. If someone comes at you with a deal and you're just like, I don't know, just tell them straight out, I don't think they'll be able to work out a deal, bro. I'm sorry, you know, such and such. Thank you for bringing them to me, but I'm gonna have to pass. Thank you. It's not that hard. I wish I knew that earlier on. I have bought in a lot of shoes that I've either broken even on or lost money on just because I said yes when I shouldn't have, or I was just lazy at the moment and didn't feel like, you know, just like looking through the pictures thoroughly enough. And yeah, just don't be afraid to say no. Make sure you do your homework on the shoe before you buy. Just take your time, pretty much. Don't be lazy like I was. Next one we have here is don't act on impulse. A lot of resellers, when they're first starting, act on impulse and it loses them a lot of money. So say a shoe just came out, you're like, oh, just came out, got a cop. You cop 10 pairs. After fees and everything, you're losing $5 on each pair. 5 times 10, that's $50 less than you had before, just because you acted on impulse and you didn't think it through first, or you just didn't do your homework on a pair that wasn't gonna sell for much, and then ended up bricking, which is pretty common in the sneaker community. A lot of shoes tend to brick nowadays just because they pump out such a massive quantity of those shoes and the demand isn't there for them. Definitely do not act on impulse. There's literally no rush. Just do your homework on the shoe and you'll be good to go. So that's like the main ones that I've learned from, that I've looked back upon and I've learned from. So I would definitely recommend you guys not making the same mistakes that I have. I would say if I listened to all these now, I would have been saved probably, I'd say $2,000 to $3,000. Trust me, I've made a lot of mistakes reselling, and that's definitely, it's gonna come. Like, don't expect to not lose money. It's definitely gonna happen. It's all part of the learning experience, but just you can kind of minimize that loss, you know? I definitely could have lost a lot less than this, but it's all part of the game, baby. It's just the way it works. So yeah, if I'm missing anything, please let me know. If you have any experiences, let me know down in the comments below. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Yeah, I just made this video because there's been a ton of people DMing me lately on how you want to start reselling and you don't know whether to take the risk or not. Hopefully this video answers some of your questions. If you guys want to see another video like this, let me know. If you guys mess with these sit down videos, they're pretty easy to make and they're enjoyable for me to make because I'm teaching you guys something. So hopefully you guys enjoy them as well. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support. Truly, it means the world to me, as corny as that might sound. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's got 3 of them on the screen right now. So hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. And until next time, guys, peace.
Out the gate like Messiah.